Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. Ashigaru. New tier 10 Japanese triangle. And skill how you can get it. Oh, I'm glad you asked. Assembly store. Assembly store. Yeah, many people expected it, and obviously it is coming into the game. The event will start at February 19th. Middle of the day UTC time, so British time, right? Or 1 p.m. UK, or 1 p.m. French, German time, or Polish time, or 2 p.m. Lithuanian time. And event starting times for the States, it would be 5 p.m. UTC, that means British time, right? And the Asian event will start at 11 a.m. Lithuanian time, so that would be 9 a.m. British time, right? Very weird starting hours, to be fair with you, but that's what we have. The amount of the tanks in EU server, 98,000. I bet it doesn't matter how good tank is, they won't be sold. NAS server, 15,000 tanks, probably they won't be sold. And PATS, 15,000 tanks as well. Now, the question is, how much does it cost? Okay, let's take a look at it, fellas. If you want to pay pure gold, it's 55,000 gold. If you want to pay credits, 125 million credits, this is ridiculous. If you want to pay free experience, which I recommend to do, it is 1 million free XP. And keep this in mind that you can use national blueprints and universal blueprints, right? So you can see that yourself. The price is the same as it was before. Now, you may think, what is this triangle is all about? First things first, it is a Vila triangle without any armor whatsoever. Yep, you are correct. This tank has no armor. Arias, it is a meat for Arias. Arias will say, brrrr, and the Ashigaru will say, yo, 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 yo. This is how it looks like. Now, looking into the stats of this tank, this is a very weird mother trucking tank. It looks pretty good. Speaking about the gun dispersion values, but it has a special mechanic. And that mechanic is heating or gun cooling time. So that means it takes 5 seconds for you to drop down from 0.32 accuracy to 0.23. So you are becoming laser pretty much. But overall, your accuracy is 50-50. Mobility of this tank is weird beyond belief. You would expect from the paper tank to be quick, but in reality it's not the case. And with all honesty, I do not know what to compare this vehicle to. I took Concept because it is wheeled. Mother Trucker, I took 114 SP because it is a triangle. None of those tanks have the same playstyle. I'm pretty sure about that. I am pretty sure about that, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. And accuracy of this tank is the same as 114 SP unless you are fully cooling down. Also, the gun dispersion values looks pretty awful on the paper. And alpha damage 390. Man, this tank looks weird beyond belief. I can tell you one very simple thing, fellas. Ooh, look into the camo, 17 camo. So you are kind of a sniper, Schnitzel, aren't you? In my opinion, fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this tank is going to be for a good players. So for casual players, this tank is going to be pain in the butt to play with, at least in my opinion. Obviously, we will play some games, we will try to figure out how the tank feels like, and for the integrity of the testing, we are using the standard equipment and level 2 experimental equipment, okay? This is very important thing to say. Now, gun stats. 390 alpha damage, 277 penetration, 1,200 meter shell velocity, or 1,250 meter shell velocity. Unless you have a faster shell velocity perk, then it goes up to 1.4k. Where APCRs goes, 1,700 with a perk that makes your shell velocity quicker, and 332 millimeters of penetration. And you know what? That's not all. You have a good high explosives. 102 penetration with a high explosive. very, very, very weird tank, fellas. It is extremely slow, or from what I would expect from that type of nature tank. It feels slow. But you know, in the end of the day, everything is depending on the gun. Will we have something decent going on over there, or is it going to feel like a pile of kaku? This is the most important question. Now, the accuracy, you can clearly see the difference between having, between not aimed fully, or I supposed to say not heated fully gun to fully heated gun. Visible is, the difference is actually visible. It is important thing to say. In my opinion, this tank is like, definitely either a sniper schnitzel, or either in very good player hands, you will need to know how to play aggressively. It's paper, everyone will penetrate you, everyone will slap you, you won't enjoy yourself whatsoever. So, the question is, what is this tank for? And I cannot answer to your question. I just simply cannot answer to your question, fellas. It feels just simply tank without a place, you know what I mean? This is how I'm feeling personally about this vehicle. But once again, we are commenting this purely from the stats perspective. This is my very first battle with this vehicle, and I'm trying to figure out what this tank is capable of doing. And I don't want to cherry pick the games. This is not what this channel is all about. I want to show every and each battle in the world of tanks. And by the way, I believe I do not need to highlight that the matchmaking is awful, right? I don't need to highlight that there is no balance in the game, right? I don't need to highlight that there is plenty of 15 to 0 games, right? It's important thing to highlight as well, fellas. Now, let's see what we can do. The DPM is very, very, very strong. I know that for a fact, fellas, that DPM is insanely strong of this tank. Even compared with the concept, the DPM looks bloody insane. But what's from the DPM? Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? Whenever you cannot hit, right? So we are checking the things out, and we are trying to figure out, can we hit here or we can't. Obviously, the situation is very, very simple of this game. We have a very, very, very generous 2 to 15 game, and we are going back to the garage. Okay, what we learned in this type of situation, we learned that the tank has a good DPM. We learned that the tank is made completely out of paper, and we learned that if someone will make a mistake against you, you are going to slap them like there is no tomorrow, right? Like those guys going in front, we did a pretty phenomenal job over there, although I did not have a chance to use high explosive ammunition because I really did not want it to risk it. One more thing, what is important thing to say, I don't really think that it felt very good. That accuracy felt extremely good with this tank, unless you are cooling the gun. I need to highlight that. Anyways, we are third by experience, we are first by the damage, and we got ourselves minus 30,000 credits. That is as a reward of how did we played with it and what we have done. It's okay, we cannot complain about that, fellas. So far, fellas, I'm not impressed. I don't think that the tank is going to end up somewhere around 1 or 2 in the index, but to say that the least, I am not impressed. I feel like it's not really well thought out for by Wargaming how the tank feels like, you know? If it would be straight up concept 1B speed, I would understand it, or concept 5, you know, the British tier 10. But now it doesn't feel phenomenal. Let's put that in this way. Anyways, Arias, so many Arias. Oi, 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 oi. It just feels slow. It just feels slow. The tank with the wheels I'm expecting to be fast beyond belief, but this one is just slow. Maybe I'm whining for no reason, I do not know, but this is how I feel like at this point in time, fellas. This is how I feel like. I believe you can out DPM many tanks though. I definitely believe in that. They're getting outspotted by someone. Probably this hacker. How to play with it. How to play with it. You are not quick. You are definitely not quick, fellas, with it. You have mech gun handling, unless you fully heated, or I suppose to say cooled the tank. Oh man. Oh man, and keep this in mind, we are using turbo as well. Alpha damage is very low. Like insanely low. I would love to say something nice at this point in time, but currently I can't, fellas. Currently, I cannot say anything nice about it. Brawling with this tank is only for professional World of Tanks players. If you are not professional World of Tanks players, good luck brawling with it. Good luck brawling with it, fellas. I mean, DPM is probably the only selling point. I'm trying to figure this out, fellas. I am thinking out loud where this vehicle goes. I hate the speed of the tank. I hate the fact that there is no armor with the vehicle as well. I think it is important thing to say. I don't like how the tank feels like. I am not impressed with the gun handling unless it is fully cooled down. Man, it doesn't look great, fellas. I understand that very good World of Tanks players, right? I'm talking about the professionals, I'm talking about the fluffy super unicorns, right? I understand that they will make this vehicle work just because of the pure DPM and whatnot, right? But this is, I am thinking as a, well, maybe not beginner, but as a casual World of Tanks player, you know? This is what I'm thinking. What this tank has to do for a casual World of Tanks player? What it has to offer? And I don't see it. Let me know in the comment section now down below. Do you feel the same way about it for what you are seeing? Or do you think I'm too sensitive bastard and I should learn how to play the game? That would be very much appreciated as well. Weird bastard, isn't it him? Isn't this tank a weird bastard? Also, the engine feels like a bloody grass cutter. Engine sounds like a bloody grass cutter. I kid you not, fellas. Okay, fair play. Let's see what we can craft. Let's see what we can craft, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I noticed that the gun depression is very, very bad whenever you are aiming through your butt. I noticed that there is no depression, gun depression whatsoever. Keep this in mind. It is an important thing to say. I can tell you one thing, fellas. I am not going to be getting this tank on my free-to-play account. We had so many better tanks on sale that I will just simply wait until they will sell something that they sold already. What would be good? As an example, DBV. This tank is the same tier as DBV. And maybe it doesn't do the justice just to say that, but DBV is feeling significantly better, fellas, as a tank. DBV feels significantly better as a vehicle. I can tell you that much. Yeah, very weird. I think this tank could be easily fixed though if the tank would be a bit quicker than it is now, but maybe it's just me expecting to get an extremely, maybe OP tank, right? Is it balanced? Probably yes. Probably yes, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It's low alpha damage. It has a very low alpha damage, folks. I mean, the PM is solid though. DPM is solid, but gun accuracy isn't that great. Oh, you are seeing me thinking how to describe this vehicle. I don't think that we have anything that nature in the game at this point in time. What I would compare this to, because looking into the tier 10 triangles, let's say, if we are taking a look into the tier 10 triangles, I don't really think anything is the same as this tank or the playstyle overall of the vehicle. I think it is kind of a medium tank in a way, you know what I mean? 5.3 thousand damage, we are first by experience, we are first by the damage, and we got minus 47,000 credits, unexpected. Look. Let's take a look into the tier 10 triangles. What could be the same as this vehicle is, right? What could be the same? Grille, Jack Pizda, Phoenix, Object, Bobject, Object version 5, E3, E4, Foch B, Foch 155, Badger, Favas, Vaza, 114 SP, and yet still probably this is the closest to this vehicle. Hori, Bletskavica, DBV, nothing is similar, fellas. Nothing is similar to this tank. Nothing, I'm telling you. It's not your typical triangle. I mean, you can snipe from the back, kind of, but if you think you will do the same thing as with DBV, you are mistaken. It is just a significantly harder bastard to play with, honestly. It truly is. And from the medium tanks, if we would take a look into this, all medium tanks are quicker, right? Sniper kind of go in front. We could look into the 30B, but not really. The DPM is a selling point of this vehicle. I do not know what to compare this tank to. Maybe concept, but not really. That would be comparison. Very weird mother trucking tank. And it's not bad that the tank is weird. I'm just trying to highlight that if a player is expecting to get a typical triangle experience with this one, I mean, you can snipe from the back and then you pretend that you can pretend that you are typical triangle, but it's going to be a rough experience in my opinion. Okay, let's see. Let's keep it up. You are going to have quite some games because we are trying to figure out how to feel about this tank, and do we like it? We do not like it. We dislike it. What is the final verdict, or what is the verdict after playing some games with it? You know, weird. Okay, what is the plan? The plan is to snipe. Man, it feels like it should be so much quicker than it is. Now everyone is overtaking you. Okay, let's snipe. Let's snipe them. Beautiful shot. Very nice 420 in the face. Beautiful. Trying to go for a blind shot just like so. Unfortunately failing, but that's okay. I'm just thinking about the casual player, that Arias will find the casual player and he will get slapped instantly with it. This is what is happening in my head at this point in time. Unless you are sitting next to the red line, but then you are not going to be able to make it work that well, you know what I mean? It's okay to sit somewhere next to the red line whenever you have at least alpha damage, but with this tank you have DPM, so that means you kind of need to get involved somewhere. But you don't have speed and you don't have armor. I hate this position here, we need to relocate, fellas. We need to completely relocate from here. Our goal is going to be simple. We will try to take the typical bush here for now, and we will try to punish every and each mother trucker that is trying to make pressure for us. That is the whole goal, and that is the whole point. Also, I hate one more thing about this tank, that over the butt you have so much worse gun depression. So whenever, let's say, you want to prepare to escape from the bush, you just simply cannot aim lower, you know? You just don't have gun depression. You just do not have gun depression. Let's see how this DPM will treat us. You see, if I would be playing here with DBV, I would be able to punish Arias for twice more damage than we just done, you know? This is my point. I do not know what is the selling point of this mother trucking tank. What is the selling point? Or I feel it, it's very, very good sniper schnitzel. Maybe I'm unlucky with the games that I am getting, maybe. Who knows? I think that the biggest selling point for people will be that they will get number with a tank. Of a best customer number, you know, because it will come up with a 3D style, which you will be able to check out yourself in the game. And this is one of the biggest selling points with the tank. You can say that you are number 1233 or whatever number you are going to get with this vehicle. Nah, I don't like it. I do not like it, fellas. I made up my mind. Not my tank. I understand the selling point of this vehicle, that it has a very, very good DPM, but good DPM isn't everything in this game, at least in my opinion. In my opinion, good DPM isn't everything in this game. And there is way too many flaws in order to say many good things just because you have a very, very good DPM. For the time being of me playing with this tank for some time, I would not rate this tank better than 3.5. I mean, sure, I still need to learn how to play with this vehicle. That is for sure, you know, because I'm not sure how to play with it properly yet, but I have more questions than answers, if you know what I mean. So that is the situation. I have more questions than answers. Pure paper. Pure paper. Pure paper, fellas. I think it's very bad timing for this tank, considering we have Arya's line. I can only imagine how fast this tank would fall if the Arya's loaded high explosives. I can only imagine that. I can only imagine that, and it feels slow. Just feels slow. It's okay, fellas. From the customer standpoint, I don't really think that many of the players will miss anything if they will buy this vehicle. I just don't think that players would miss something if you would skip on the sale, honestly. And I see this more like a niche vehicle and very complicated tank than something that players should instantly get and to say, oh my bananas, you know, what a beautiful tank and whatnot. This very, very well could be the worst pick for casual player. For casual player in from the assembly stores. This very well may be the worst pick in my opinion. I don't like it. I do not like it, fellas. And I'm trying to give the tank a go, you know? I'm trying to play passively, I'm trying to play aggressively, I'm trying to do my best, but it is just simply rough. It is just simply rough. I really want to show you the gun depression on the butt with this vehicle, fellas. If overall you have the gun depression -10 all over the board, on the butt you have 0. Keep this in mind. So that means whenever you are trying to escape and whatnot, or whenever you are facing enemy with your rear, you cannot depress your gun, you know, and it feels very, very, very bad as well, unfortunately. 3.7 thousand damage, 600 assisting damage, it's alright, 22,000 profit. So far, we are playing for 4,000 DPG with this vehicle, but this is so far. I want to give a couple of more games to purely understand this tank, and I hope that you are appreciating this type of videos as well, and I hope you are enjoying seeing this, and I believe we can think together, you know? Is it that special of the vehicle or not so much, you know? Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense, boys. Okay, first things first. What do we want to do? We want to destroy the gate towards the Delta 4, and hopefully we can punish someone crossing. The DPM is sick though. I need to give a credit for that. But good luck flanking enemies whenever you are going on 40 kilometers per hour. Out of everything what I could have hidden. Out of everything. We hit this pole in the middle. Okay, unfortunate, I guess. Let's try to be cheeky buggers. Let's try to spam gold. Why the heck not? We are testing the tank, right? Let's try to spam the gold and let's see how it will feel like. Bad trade by me. High explosive on. Trash 103, or I supposed to say T803. Came over there. Man, there is so many better tanks out there in the game. DPM isn't everything in my opinion. Even though this tank has a sick DPM, I would rather play Centurion action shit. I would rather play with a Starva. I would rather play with many other tanks. Low alpha damage. Very low alpha damage. Patience, fellas, patience. Hacker is getting involved. I'm just trying to do my best. I'm trying to pay attention what is happening around us and not to get slapped for no reason whatsoever. That's what we are trying to do and achieve in this type of situation. I would love to see the best bit of this tank, which would be to flank some sort of E3 with high explosives. This could be loads of fun. This could be loads of fun, fellas. Dravets. I'm trying to get involved here. I will try to get into more advanced position right here. Okay. It's definitely not for the beginners, I can guarantee you that. If you're a casual player of the World of Tanks, I do not know how you will make this tank work. I mean, sniping from the back, you may as well play with a Concept 5. You may as well play with a Concept 5 and you will have even better mobility. You know what I mean? No. Very difficult bastard. Very difficult bastard. I'm trying to figure out how I could get some more use of all of this. So if let's say we meet a light tank, because now we are meeting the enemy light tank over there. Well, not quite, but let's pretend this is only light tank. Can we eliminate him in a couple of shots? I think concept 5 is better tank than this vehicle is. I think that concept is better than this mother trucking tank. I see that Manti on the side. I see him. For me, this is the worst assembly store tank, fellas. I am so quiet at this point in time because I'm trying to figure out how to play with this vehicle. And to the certain extent, it feels like a concept 5, but it is significantly slower. The alpha damage feels laughable because in many situations in this game you can shoot once and after that enemy is escaping, right? So in order to get some use of the DPM you need to be somewhere nearby to flank the enemy, whatever else, but you have no armor whatsoever. Man, it is rough. It is straight up rough experience, I can tell you that much. And obviously it's not a premium tank, so you are losing credits. 4 games so far, 3,900 DPG and 100 assisting damage. And I can't do anything. I'm trying to play, fellas. I'm trying to figure out how to make this bastard work, but it's straight up awful. It is not good. It is not good. I know it sounds weird. We are doing 4,000 DPG or something, but I think that with a concept I would have better score, right? Even though concept has significantly lesser of the DPM. I mean, logically thinking. Let's think about this logically. This tank is dangerous because of the DPM. Gun handling, nothing to write books about, honestly, unless you are fully cooling your gun. Other than that, nothing to write books about. And look, you are going same speed as a bloody trash burner. Man, what a stinky pooper. What a stinky pooper, fellas. I can tell you this already, I'm not going to buy this on my free-to-play account. On the main, I am buying everything. On my tryhard account, I can buy this as well. On my free-to-play peasant account, hell no. I'm not going to sacrifice 1 million free experience or whatever else resources. Just now. Just now. How you can use your DPM in the Himmelsdorf? How you can use your DPM in the bloody Himmelsdorf, huh? I'm trying, fellas. I am trying to figure out what can I do here. I'm thinking about relocating from this position and just to build better angle against this was 55. But once again, that's a different story, isn't it? That is just a different story. Okay, let's see. Can we punish this Vaza 55 whenever he will peak like this? And I would really love to see Arias going YOLO on us. This could be a very fun experience as well. I believe you may wonder why it would be a fun experience, and the fun experience it would be for one particular reason: how quickly Arias can demolish this tank, you know? How quickly Arias can slap the living crap out of this mother trucker. Man, 260 is faster than us. I don't like this gun. I don't like many things about this vehicle. No, it is not the tank for casuals, I can guarantee you that. Okay, I made up my mind. In my opinion, this tank is sitting just with the benefit of the doubt 3.5 where the index page goes. The amount of the focus that this tank requires for me in order to play with it is crazy. Honestly, it is straight up crazy, and now we got what we were begging for. We are fighting against the Arias. Arias slapped for casual 1.1k, but he did not even shoot at high explosives. That's the weirdest thing. Now this is going to be the highlight of the match with this vehicle. We will find E3S. We will find E3S and we are going to say hola. .390 alpha damage, right? I do not know how casual player will make it work. I truly do not know. I truly do not know how casual player will make this mother trucking tank work. And people will learn that this tank has a high DPM, and they will start focusing this tank significantly more in the games, you know? So in this type of situation, you will have a paper tank that is being focused beyond belief. This is what is coming, with this mother trucking tank, folks. Okay, I have an idea. My final thoughts, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think casual player will make it work. The tank is quite dangerous because of the DPM, but good luck making it work. It is not going to be so simple and so easy. As you can see yourself, I am struggling quite a lot with this tank, and it gives me slower concept 5 vibes even, with a significantly better DPM, right? all in all, the session wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great by any shape or any form. We played 5 games for 4.3 thousand average damage and 100 assisting damage, 40% win ratio, hip hip hooray. But the whole point of this tank is just simply weird. Anyways, let's finish our thoughts with the tank. The tank feels like a slower Concept 5. The DPM is actually pretty decent. Whenever you fully cool it gun, it feels quite accurate. If you did not cool it the gun, I would never ever say that, oh my bananas, what an accuracy or what a great thing. In other words, the only one thing or only one selling point which I see of this tank, DPM, but DPM isn't everything in World of Tanks in my opinion. Most of the players will suffer with this tank, and I think they are going to be meatballs for the Arias tanks in my opinion. Honestly, for me, I would not get this vehicle if I would be casual World of Tanks player, and I'm not planning to get it on my free-to-play account. I am not planning to get this tank if that shit. It doesn't fit my style. That's what I have for you today. Love you all. Thank you very much for watching and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace. Take care.